Well, taking charge of Ebbsfleet United has definitely been easier than expected. We have won the majority of games that we've played in the league. We are some way clear of the relegation zone. We're not quite mid-table, but we're on our way there. Currently in 15th spot in the league. So I'm very, very happy with the performances so far. Today, however, we are going to be playing Maidstone United, who are currently 4th in the National League. You might be thinking, that's all right. We'll get some gate receipts from that and then we can, pay off some of the debt and, try to recover financially. No such joy. We're at home. What's happening, guys? Hello and welcome to Season 3, Episode 6 of Unknown to Icon. We are the Ebbsfleet United manager. As you can see, things have been going pretty well. Like I was saying before, we won one of our games 3-1 against Maidenhead United. We then won against Dover 3-1. We won against Weymouth 1-0. And then we did unfortunately lose to Havant and Waterlooville, which did really hurt my feelings considering they had a man sent off after the most ridiculous goal. You'll see them all, of course. We'll have a quick look at the results today. And then we are going to be playing Maidstone United in the FA Cup. Obviously, we might have been able to make some money from this if we were playing them at their place, but we're unfortunately not. So the aim for today's game is going to be either win the game, make it through to the second round, which takes us one step closer to the third round when we'll get some big teams in there when we could get loads of money in, which would be great with our bank balance the way it is at the moment. Or we draw the game and hope to go away from home. We could still get some gate receipt money, which would be helpful. Like I say, bank balance, still not great. The board have, however, chucked, I think, 350k in to help with the running costs. Nowhere near enough to get rid of all the debt that we're in at the moment, but we'll see. Maybe over the course of time with an FA Cup run and some wins like we're doing in the league, you never know where we'll end up. Now, just before we dive into the results, I just want to show you very quickly, I have brought in a few loan players. So we've got Harris O'Connor's come in. He can play left back and centre back. 2.5-star current ability player. No money. Again, I don't know how we're managing it to get these free loans, but we have got a 22-year-old centre-back in on loan, and he is doing a job for us there at the moment because a few of our centre-backs are out injured, which is a concern. We also brought in Daniel Baldwin, who is a right-back. We were definitely short when it comes to full-backs and with wingers as well. I thought we were going to be short when it comes to strikers, but to be honest with you, I've actually really been enjoying using Charlie, so we're keeping him along. But Daniel Baldwin, 19 years old, comes in again on loan for no money. This is only a very short-term loan, these two. So he expires in January, so not too long at all. Harris O'Connor, I believe, expires, in February. And then the last one, Amar Hussein. Amar Hussein is on contract with us on loan for the longest, so he's going to be here till the end of the season. People were a bit disappointed with him. He is only a 2-star winger at the moment, but he is covering a position for us on the left-hand side that we are struggling with the injury that we've got at the moment. But those are the 3 players that I've brought in so far on loan. Maybe we'll look to bring in one more, but I think there needs to be more outs than in. So these are obviously the results since you were last with me. Like I say, we did play at Maidenhead at home, 3-1 victory against those guys. Great game, this one. We've obviously still been, as much as possible, we have changed it up a little bit for today's game because I think it'd be mental to do it. But we have been playing this control possession tactic. And as you can see, we were absolutely dominant against Maidenhead. We did actually concede first. Just ran around the goalkeeper, slotted it in, and I really thought that we were going to be in trouble. Then all of a sudden things changed and we were dominant. Lapsley takes the ball into the box, pops it forward to McLean, who smashes it past the goalkeeper. Lovely job on the 70th minute. 83rd. Ball out from Lapsley. Connor Roberts into the box. Wesley jumps over the keeper and snatches it off of him, pops it in the back of the net. And then Lapsley again, corner into the box, and Joe Ostler, the old man who came on in defence, has scored a header. Terrible performance in that game from Jack Connor, and we have dropped him for a little bit since that. Next game that we played was away from home against Dover. Again, this was one that I thought was going to be a real challenge. Dover were in 9th at the time, I think, and we were 18th or 19th in the league. But again, slightly better performance than those guys, and we dominated in terms of goals. We won this game 3-1. Let's have a quick look at the goals. First goal of the game, Sam Osborne on the wing, drops it back to Baldwin, lone player that we brought in. Osborne slots it across the goal and Wesley just tucks it away, nice tap in. First penalty, Hughes buries it. 33rd minute. In the 38th minute, second penalty. Hughes buries it again. That man can't stop scoring. Then we did unfortunately concede late in. That was near enough a penalty in itself. And then Babalola scored the goal against us. Then next game following that was against Weymouth. Again, another victory, which is great stuff. Only 1-0 this time, but again, another dominant performance. If we could have got more of those shots on target, I'm fairly confident we would have scored 4, 5, 6 goals. This was the goal of the game then. Lapsley, he's been brilliant at box-to-box midfielder. Osborne across the centre. Hughes again. Can't stop scoring. Nothing scores goals like experience, apparently. Then on to the next game, and this one was disappointing, I'll be honest. Havant and Waterlooville. As you can see, we conceded in the 33rd minute. I'll just show you that goal. This one hurts the feelings. Don't know quite what was going on with Miles Roberts. You'll see. Ball forward from Small. I think Roberts dealing with it. Doesn't use his hands. Decides to chest it. And their player has a free open shot on goal. That was the only goal that was scored all game. They then had a sending off in the 59th minute. The same guy that scored got a yellow card and then sent off. And we could do nothing. Nothing. Look at these performances. Awful. Havant and Waterlooville were about 18th in the league as well, so it is even more concerning. And that leaves us with today's game. So those are the results since you've been gone. And today we do play at Maidstone. Let's go and have a look at the squad and get into the game. This is our lineup for the day. So we've got Miles Roberts in goal as a sweeper keeper, as usual. We have changed it up a little bit, though. We are playing the fluid counter-attack today on a cautious mentality. I don't want to be stupid playing somebody like Maidstone, so we're going to take it easy. Taylor on the left-back position. O'Connor and Grant are our centre-back pairing, and Baldwin is the right-back. Cool and Hart are going to be playing through central midfield with Hussein on the left wing and Sam Osborne on the right wing with Hughes and Wesley up top. We've got some concerns when it comes to fitness and some injury concerns, but hopefully quite a few of our players are going to be back soon. And we're going to have a plethora of players to choose from and work with in every position. And then we can start maybe moving on some of those people that are on big wages that we just can't afford. Right then, here we go. So pressure is definitely all on us today. We need to hopefully create an upset. We need to be up for this 100%. If we go through from this game, we are on a lovely little run with some really, really good form. If we lose this game, we've just lost 2 games back to back and we are out of the FA Cup. And we'll be splitting half of the gate receipts that we make today with Maidstone, who don't need it, which is always enjoyable. First time that we've actually, with me as manager anyway, played on this fluid counter-attack tactic, but we're going to see how we go. At the moment, not too bad, although free kick on the edge of our box with players who actually know how to play the game, certainly in comparison to our squad. Oof, I think we were pretty lucky there. Goal kick, he has absolutely skied it, so we're going to be all right. They've had 4 shots, we've had 2. 5 and 2. It's just not looking great. And so is Joel Taylor at left back. Jeez, he needs to sort that out. You need to do more, Joel. We are having a little bit of a struggle here. Our fullbacks are not doing well at all. Harris O'Connor's having a very poor game there at centre back at 6.4, and Hussein is struggling on the left. So is Joe Wesley up top. Need to have a bit of a chat with the lads. Give it a few minutes into this half and see how we go. But at the moment, it looks like we're being severely outperformed. It's just a case of whether we can hold on for the draw and take ourselves through. I can't see us scoring a goal based on the way that we've been playing, although we are starting to come into our own a little bit, it looks like. Ball towards Hussein on the left. He wasn't going to be able to get there. Johnson brings it down to Taft. Back to Johnson. Scales. Back to Johnson again. They're just controlling play. Just playing around us. It's kind of scary. Something's going to happen in a minute. Hopefully it's going to be for us. Let's just nick the ball back. Big sprint, solo goal of some sorts. I'll be very happy with that right now. Any kind of goal for us, I'll be happy with. Oh, no. As long as they don't score, we'll be fine. Hussein, lovely tracking back to help defend. Unfortunately, Cook has made it through and it's come off the post. We're lucky there. We are lucky there. We need to make some changes. We have just straight up made 5 changes. I've just brought off everybody that's on a yellow card and everybody that's been performing poorly as much as possible, or knackered. I mean, I had to bring Grant off, which I didn't want to do. I wanted to bring O'Connor off, but Grant was near enough dead on his feet. Booty with the ball in, 86th minute. Let's not concede here, guys. Lovely job, and it does go over the bar. I think we might be in with half a chance here of holding on for a draw. Definitely not the performance or the game that we wanted. A 0-0 draw was definitely not what we wanted to see today, but this is good. I believe this means that there will be a replay where we'll play at Maidstone, and that'll be some juicy gate receipts, even if we aren't capable of doing a job against them and getting ourselves through to the next round. Well, that certainly wasn't the most interesting game to watch, but you can see things starting to gel with the team. We're playing good football, we're winning games in the league, we're near enough clear of relegation now. As long as we don't completely capitulate from where we are, we should be fine to avoid relegation. We're slowly but surely making a dent into our financial situation, or at least got secure plans of how we're going to do that now, and the board are funding us lovely along the way. And I think that things like performing well against Maidstone, a team who are literally in playoff positions of the league above us, that's all right. I'm not going to complain at that. If we can keep performing the way that we are performing at the moment against teams like that, teams at our level should be easy, and we should be able to make a little dent in this league and hopefully get something more than avoiding relegation. That'd be nice. If you've enjoyed that video and the series so far, please do smash that like button. It does make a massive difference. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more FM23 content.